Hi, thanks for watching the Council in Brief. I'm Susan Kennedy. We're here to wrap up the news of the Montgomery County Council for this first week in October. Maryland's highest court has overturned a ruling that would have kept the ambulance fee off a November ballot. A Montgomery County Circuit judge had blocked the referendum, citing problems with the way some petitioners had signed their names. Now voters will decide whether a fee should be charged for ambulance service. Thousands of signatures were thrown out because of illegibility and the fact that they did not match state records. The decision in favor of the petitioners came quickly and as somewhat of a surprise.
This was a big decision for the people of Montgomery County and for the whole state, because Marylanders' right to a referendum has been upheld by this decision. And now voters will have a say on whether the ambulance fee law remains. They can vote for it and they can vote against it. I certainly hope they vote against it because I think it's very bad public policy.
But County Executive Ike Leggett has made it clear there will be a $14 million gap to fill if the fee is overturned. Throughout the debate, Mr. Leggett has maintained the fee would be paid by insurance and that the proceeds would go to improvements to fire and emergency services.
Given a choice of taxing our citizens or making the cuts or having the ambulance fee, my view would have been to have the ambulance fee. If the ambulance fee is now certified, I must now make one of the other two options, either the tax or make the reductions. Given the taxes we already have on the board, I'm not going to make the tax as an option. I would have to make the adjustments.
I'm going to look at any proposed cuts that he thinks would be necessary in the light that he did everything he could to prevent people from voting on this measure. Not only the people, but 2 years, this year and last year, tried to get the council not to have to do a straight up or down vote by combining it with other bills, and the council split those bills up. So the executive has been willing to go to great lengths to try to prevent up or down votes either by the council or by the people on this measure, and I'm going to look at any proposals he makes in that light.
The council will be taking a look at the executive's proposed cuts, and until the November vote, county officials are barred from collecting any more money generated by the ambulance fee. A resolution to name the members of the Montgomery Business Development Corporation has been introduced to the council. This group of private business leaders will be charged with working with the county's Office of Economic Development to promote business development in the county.
We're going to get some, real life experience brought to our attention. Get us out of the bureaucratic mold of hearing from staff who really haven't been out in the private sector. What are we doing that are creating impediments to the success of jobs, and what can we do to assist them? And I'm sure we'll get some more. We'll be thinking of new ways to use this group as we move forward.
Councilmember Mike Knapp has introduced a measure that makes it easier for county employees to become organ donors. As he tells us, the bill would grant additional paid leave to serve as an organ donor.
We had a situation that we were approached by a county police officer who was providing an organ to his brother, who was confronted with the decision of actually having to take unpaid leave to actually go through this process. And the federal government and the state government both provide this benefit for paid time off for those people who are donating an organ, and it seemed to us that although it will probably happen very few times, to be able to provide those people who are stepping forward and providing a valuable gift of life to be able to have paid time off to recuperate before they come back to work.
Members of the Public Safety Committee are working on a measure that would tighten up existing anti-cruelty conditions for dogs. The proposed regulation addresses dog tethering, shelter requirements for outdoor dogs, and requirements for transporting dogs in open bed vehicles.
The county executive sent over proposed regulations which would effectively preclude somebody from tethering their dogs unless they were in visual sight. So the concern, of course, is that tethering of dogs can be very harmful to dogs. So I believe the committee is very interested in looking at this issue and trying to see if we can strengthen the measures.
Well, that does it for this edition of the Council in Brief. I'm Susan Kennedy. For all of us here at County Cable Montgomery, thanks for watching.